have you noticed how hard it is these days to just sit still and do nothing? The moment we have a second, we grab our phones. Standing in line, waiting for the traffic light, waiting for the elevator, even brushing our teeth, we reach for that little screen. And at night, after kids go to sleep, what do? We lie in bed scrolling, telling ourselves we're just relaxing, we're just catching up. But half an hour later, 1 hour later, we're still there. Eyes tired, mind spinning, half anxious, half numb. There's a word for doom scrolling. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. That endless scroll through news, videos, social media that leaves us drained but unable to stop. We tell ourselves it's just relaxing, but it's not. It's actually a symptom of overstimulation, of our brain's constant craving for dopamine. It's strange because when I think back to my childhood in China, life used to be filled with what we now call boredom, and it felt completely normal and natural. We didn't have screens. My cousin and I would play with sand for half a day, pretending we were building roads or little rivers after the rain. Sometimes I would just sit by the window staring outside, lost in my own thoughts, my own imagination. And I remember dreaming about getting my first radio in elementary school. I thought it was the most magical thing in the world. And when I finally got a Walkman in middle school, I was in heaven. That was my world. We had time to think back then. We had time to feel. Now everything is instant gratification, right? When we feel restless, we open our phones. When we feel hungry, we order from our phones. When we feel anxious, we check on social media. When we're bored, we open our phones again and watching videos and clips. But here's a problem. Every time we reach for that quick hit of distraction, we train our brain to fear that stillness. Over time, that creates real symptoms. We can't focus for long. We lose patience very easily. We feel mentally foggy, and we don't even know why. And it's not just us. Our kids are growing up in the same loop. They get restless faster. They say, I'm bored after 5 minutes of being quiet. They can't wait in a restaurant without entertainment. They cannot wait at the airport without checking their iPads. If we want to help them, we have to stop first. We can't tell them to put down the screen if we can't do it ourselves. So how do we change? Not by deleting every app or pretending we can live without technology. That's not realistic in this day and age. What we can do is to retrain our brains to handle silence again, step by step. Here are some of the things that I've been practicing to help myself. I would leave my phone downstairs. I don't bring my phone to my bedroom before I go to bed. Usually I would do it maybe an hour or an hour and a half before I go to bed. That small gap before sleep matters more than you think. You can use the time to talk with your spouse, stretch, or just sit quietly reflecting on your day, what went well, what you could improve on, right? And this will also improve your sleep, and you will wake up feeling very refreshed. Next, keep your phones off the table during meals, especially during family dinners. It's a small act, but it changes a lot of the dynamics. That's when real conversation happens. You can talk to your kids about what happened at school. You can talk to your partner about what you did at work. Those small daily moments are where connections grows in your family. And finally, I would give myself one mini digital fast each week. Intermittent fasting has been a very popular practice in recent years. What I'm talking about here is just like that, but digitally. It doesn't have to be a full day, not even half a day, but just maybe a couple hours staying offline. No news, no notifications, no messages, no checking those YouTube videos. Just let your brain reset. And you'll realize the world goes on just fine without you checking every update, and you'll feel calmer, lighter, and more focused. At first, it'll feel very uncomfortable. Your fingers will itch to grab your phone, and your mind will resist. But that's not weakness, that's withdrawal. It's your brain craving the constant hit of stimulation it used to, but now you're stopping it. And you gotta stick with it. Within a few days, you'll feel a shift. Your thoughts become clearer, your attention deeper, your emotions steadier. As parents, that's the best examples you can give your kids. Not just teaching them what not to do, but showing them what you should be doing, how to find peace in silence. Smile and let them be bored. And that's how imagination starts. That's how creativity takes roots. Because boredom is not a void, it's a space that you can create for yourself. And maybe space to remember what really matters. The sound of your child laughing, the warmth of an evening walk, the quiet joy of simply being there right now with no screen between you and your life. Thanks for watching.